Hey, what's going on, guys? It is I, SP Mask, the Mask Artist. And oh my goodness, I never thought I was gonna get this as a commission, but I finally did. Oh my goodness. This is like definitely one of my top 5 animes of all time. And it's like a very, very well underrated anime. I guess it's because of how they ended the series. But oh my goodness, I have so much to say about this anime. It's like it's almost kind of think of this series kind of like Pokemon, except you can kill like the trainers and the Pokemon in that regard. But there's actually more to it than that. And yeah, there's my gong reference. So yeah, so the customer wanted a gong, Killua, and Hisoka as a commission. So yeah, oh yeah. Also, if you wanna follow me on my things, I do Instagram and Facebook, so you guys can follow me there as well. Oh yeah, and oh my goodness, Killua. Yeah, so I was looking at the references from Hunter x Hunter because these characters are like they're like very underrated, like in terms of like I have yet to see these guys in a death battle. Because I'm like you guys at Death Battle, you don't know about characters from Hunter x Hunter. I'm just like, you do, you probably just don't know like what would be like a good fair matchup with for them. But I'm just like, guys, you guys need to put them in some. And yeah, then I noticed I kind of over sketch Gong and Killua as too big because they're supposed to be little kids, and yeah, and that's like the opening theme song that I was listening to for Hunter x Hunter. Oh my goodness! Even though like it only had one theme song, it was kick ass. It was like definitely. I think I always play this song while I'm like doing a sketch commission because it's like that's how good it is. And also, if I gotta like say hands down, who is my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter, it has to be Hisoka, hands down. Hisoka, I just like the way he talks, and also he's like a high level skilled hunter. It's like you can't really kill this guy. This guy is like he's practically like like unstoppable. In that sense. And those are my Hisoka references I was looking at. It was hard for me to decide like which Hisoka costume I was gonna go with because I do like his black attire as well. But I just went for like the traditional white because it's traditional and classic. And then I noticed that I messed up on Kalua's hair because it's like every hair piece is supposed to be like frizzed up in a way like kind of like he just woke up. So then I noticed, okay, I messed up Killua. So then I just went back to fix it. I took a good look at the references again, and then I fixed Killua's hair. So now it looks like more like Killua. I mean, not to say Killua's hair would look like like if wind's like blowing at him at high speeds, his hair does look like gets that back. But this is just like casual Killua. And oh my goodness. And okay, so the first thing I gotta say well, before I start talking about how awesome this anime series is that I do have to say that Gong, he's like the typical anime protag, but he's still like he still has like this like sweet little innocence in him because he's still just a kid still trying to find his place in the in the Hunter universe. But he mostly though impressed me when he fought Hisoka actually. So like even though he well, this is a spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Hunter x Hunter, but I'm pretty sure majority of you may have seen the anime because it was on Toonami at one point, and so basically he does lose the fight against Hisoka because Hisoka is just too overpowering for Gong at the time because I know the creator of the series. He's also the creator who did Yu Yu Hakusho. Um, I forgot his name though. Oh, I am so bad. So bad. But yeah, he doesn't like work on the series like from a company's standpoint because the companies they'll just overwork the mangakas, because they gotta like make animes, they gotta make merchandise, and you have to basically like like work maybe like a 20-hour schedule, and you'll only sleep maybe for like 3 or 2 hours at best, and you gotta do that for like many years, So he just like I'm burnt out, guys. I did that with Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm not gonna do that with this series because I want to take my time with this series, and he pretty much uh pretty much told the company, screw you guys, I'm going home. Yeah. So yeah, that was just a little tidbit on the creator, but yeah, let me talk about Killua. Oh my goodness, this character, he's so what's the word I'm looking for? He's such a badass, you know. It's like this kid, he just came out of nowhere with when they were doing that. I think it was like a 5-on-5 battle with in that temple. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Hunter x Hunter, but I remember the gist of it, where they had to do like a 5-person battle, and Killua they saved him for like as the last guy to fight, or the last kid to fight, and the last person he had to fight was like a killer who just kills with his bare hands, which is pretty intimidating when you think about it. But then once Killua asks, so what's the rules? Is it that whoever dies is the loser? And the guy's like, yeah, that's the rule. But I'm gonna kill you, kid. Killua's like, yeah, that's nice. And then he just goes boom, like in just like 2 seconds, and takes out the guy's heart. Spoiler. And oh man, it was just so badass of him, because Killua is just, oh man, he's so awesome. And here comes my boy Hisoka. Oh yeah, there was probably like another character that I did like in the group. His name was Kurapika. Yo, he's very underrated. Oh my goodness, Kurapika is awesome. And the other guy, he's honestly was just meant for comic relief, which is honestly at the time when I was reading some parts of the manga, I thought his name was Rio, like it was pronounced like that. But when I heard his name in the anime, they called him Leorio. It's basically like saying in French his name is the Oreo. you know, I love me some Oreo cookies. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm just doing a separate layer, and I'm doing the line work for the characters, and I'm doing like I'm not just taking the line tool from like your brush and just going just writing it down. I'm using the pen tool. I like the pen tool because it gives you like a clean line as opposed to doing it by hand. The only way you would gonna do it by hand is if you were doing it at high resolution, like a really high, like 600. I only working at 300 DPI here. And yeah, and I did notice I messed up Kalua's shirt. I gave him like kind of like this tank top ish type shirt. So then I was like, okay. So when I was doing the line work, it was no problem. I was able to fix him right away. And we're back to my boy his yo. I just love Hisoka's voice in the anime, in the Japanese anime. I should say, because in the Japanese anime, he calls his technique of Nen bungee gum. I just love that. It just sounds so cool and intimidating coming from the Japanese actor. That's why I was like, yo, I love this character so much. Even though we know he's like, weird in that aspect, but still, it's just like, I just love this character so much. do 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 and do, do, do. And what else can we talk about this series? Oh yeah, so the first arc half was them just getting their hunter license. I believe the second part. Oh, I think they were learning Nen. Nen is basically like the basically this universe's version of like chakra or ki. And yeah, and then oh yeah, and also I also noticed this part when I was sketching Hisoka. I wanted him to have one of his hands up, as if to say, "I'm gonna touch Gong's hair." But at the same time, I also wanted to incorporate his bungee gum into the picture. Cause in this one, I just wanted to make Gong, like happy and exciting. Cause that's his innocent personality. And Killua, I just wanted to make him, just Killua, like casual Killua, like yeah, I'm Killua. You don't want to, you don't want to mess with me, you know. And yeah, and then we get into the coloring aspects of the commission. Oh yeah, so the arcs are very good as well in Hunter, I should say. So like, but once they were learning, then I think by the third arc, I'm trying to think. Oh, third arc, I think they introduced the Phantom tropes. I forgot, but the guys with the spiders as a tattoos. I believe that's the correct way of saying it. But yeah, those guys are also no jokes. I also love the guys in the Phantom tropes as well. Do, do, do. Probably Crollo would be my favorite, but at the same time, also there's a guy who wears a mask, and I love mask characters. They're so cool. And and also Hisoka was like a false one of them for like a short period. And also then I think after that arc was actually a fun arc where they played the I called it the Yu-Gi-Oh arc where these guys went into the like a digital world where they played card games. Like, oh, you're gonna be battling games of life and death in a children's card game. I was like, this is so Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh man, I just love that arc. And then they did an arc with the oh, honestly, at first I was like, there's no way this arc is part of the anime, which was the Chimera Ants. I thought that was a filler anime, but I was like, oh, I love the girl. What's her name? Kamugi. She was too in depth to be a filler character, and it was just. And also, you just felt bad for her. You just want to, like take care of her, which is exactly what the king did. And oh man, it was a very um underwhelming arc. I remember I posted on Facebook. I was like, "Yo, guys, in Hunter x Hunter, is this how the story goes?" You know, and should I even bother watching that arc? If it wasn't for like a friend of mine who said, "Yo, you need to watch that arc. It's very well worth watching." I was like, "All right, I'll do it because I really enjoy this anime series. It's very good." And then I think after that, that's where you know it felt like kind of rushed, and also like I felt like we should have seen more of Gong's dad, and there should have been like more chemistry there. But it was getting through those 5 arcs was still worth it overall. I say, if you haven't seen like Hunter x Hunter, you should definitely go watch it. Even if it's like, even if the ending isn't like that great, but that's because the series is still going on as a manga. You know, it's not over. You know, that's what I think the artist was trying to do. But yeah, I think that in that regard, it's like you're gonna definitely get something worth your time. It's very good. I'm actually rewatching it all over again because that's how good it is. Except back then, YouTube, the algorithm didn't care about uploading animes, and now I'm just trying to watch it all over again from like other channels that have like maybe like the first 10 episodes, but then it goes like in that gray area where that whole copyright infringement thing, where they basically get taken down. So yeah, I know I know I talked more about the show and the anime more than me sketching it because it is such a great anime, guys. You should definitely go watch it. All right, if you guys like enjoyed me talking, definitely. I hope you guys enjoyed my rants about this. Definitely give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not, and be sure to turn on the notification bell icon as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm SP Mask, and don't forget to burns on.